mirror. Time elves wave to me off in the distance. Hey, little guy, I'm just walking through from another timeline where monsters eat truth. Physicists say that though I guess proof the multiverse lives, I'm supposed to just move.
Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Strawweight Division matchup. Well, she's one of the more well-rounded fighters, DC, that we have in this division. A true mixed martial artist. Her first martial art was MMA. That certainly helps.
Yes, she's a new breed of fighter. A fighter that, as a young girl, she was brought into a gym. And in that gym, she told the coaches, I don't want to wrestle. I don't want to do jiu-jitsu. I don't want to kickbox and box. I want to do it all.
Right.
Is there an MMA class for my daughter to take part in? She did that from day one, and you see all that development over the course of a lifetime has led her to the octagon, where she is already making her impact.
Yeah, she said, I didn't want to get to the UFC until I was 100% comfortable in every situation. So far, so good for her. She's got a big one in front of her here tonight. Well, she's about as well-rounded as it gets, DC, and I know you didn't have the benefit of starting as a striker back in the day. First day she stepped in a gym, she was mixing all the different disciplines, and the results certainly speak to that commitment and dedication.
It shows. It shows in her ability to fight high-level competition right away. She does not need fights to build her up. She's prepared to fight the wrestler. She's prepared to fight the grappler. She's prepared to do a kickboxing match with the best kickboxer. Her life has prepared her for these moments. All the training, all the sessions, all the private sessions has made her ready to compete for a title right away.
Yeah, I would agree, and at least the early returns are that she looks comfortable and confident in every discipline and every martial arts situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Strawweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 10 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Rada Quiet Storm Marcos. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 8 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds, fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Mackenzie Dern. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. We're expecting a lot of action and really to see both women challenged in all phases of mixed martial arts.
They're both so talented. They're both so good at every aspect of fighting. I want to see who can truly force their style on the other woman.
All right, so she goes to the kick and promptly lands. Nicely done there.
She has done that over and over again. Every time she throws it, it's landed.
Well, you asked her on Thursday, and this might just be a matter of time. Not tapping out tonight. All right, she's in full guard here, DC, but you know she passes as well as anybody in this division.
Oh, man, when she gets to the ground, she has an amazing ability to just be advancing or thinking advancement every single time. But her opponent has a great ability and a great sense of anticipation that when you try to go, she's able to get back to her feet, escape, and get to where she's comfortable.
Now she's got the Muay Thai plum. Ooh! Big hook. Back and forth we go.
Oh, nice high kick.
Some real power shots here. Back to the feet. Changes her stance.
Real sneaky head kick gets in there.
Man, she might punch harder than you. Nice connection there.
I don't know about that, John, but she is a fast-acting striker.
That's a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
Excellent. She finally gets this fight to the ground after many failed attempts. She was not discouraged. Now she has this fight exactly where she wants it.
Nice kick.
Well, that left hand has been there for her tonight, not on that attempt. So again, they will clinch here.
What a tricky head kick.
Oh, man, shin to the dome. Shades of Valentina Shevchenko against Jessica Eye. I'm not sure how many more head kicks her opponent can take here.
She cannot take many more of these head kicks. The way she is setting it up is very beautiful. Nice mixing of the targets and having a confidence about herself to throw and land that kick with so much force.
Marcos gets the takedown here late in the round. It's a strategy you see from a lot of high-level fighters to try to sway the judges late in the round. Oh, and she's back up again. Takedown attempt late in the round, and she gets it.
Look at the turnover in that kick. Nice stick with the right hand.
All right, so we will see another round here. Sat her opponent down there in that previous round with a punch.
Surprisingly, we are going forward because I thought it was over. I saw that punch land. We started to yell. We started to scream. We thought the fight was done, but we moved forward because her opponent is so tough, but she's so skilled that she can get there again.
All right, round two.
I mean, that is a big shot to the head. I cannot believe she's still standing.
Well, masterful job by her defensively yet again. You're not winning all the time when you're playing defense, but a nice job to raise the hands there.
She keeps her hands up, keeps her great action, gets to that takedown.
Marcos is in half guard. Oh, when you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you need to do.
Masterclass in changing position, unreal to see.
Working on a guillotine.
Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Somehow stays in the fight. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. That's a nice job by her there to reverse the position on the ground.
She was in trouble. Now she is the one handing out the punishment. Great change of position very quickly. And this is where she's good. Once she's on top is where she's a beast.
While her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end, the ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing it over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position. Gotta be careful, armbar. Oh.
Nicely done. Oh, sage work from the bottom here as she tags her with the punch. All right, stacked guard for her now. What would you tell the top fighter here in terms of trying to avoid the escape?
Well, you gotta start attacking the feet now. Now you got to start shoving those feet towards the ground, pass them through the middle, or just grab them and pull them up. If you pull them up, right, you don't want the bottom fighter to get the legs extended into you because then it pushes you away. But if you can grab the feet and you pull them up, now you just lead with your knee to take side control. Big punch lands through the middle.
Oh, brilliant execution to land the roundhouse. Marcos' lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Well, a punch like that would have felled lesser women, but she survives and gets through.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway.
Good punch.
Well, she lands another strike to the body here, and the percentage is survivor there. I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon still.
She can't possibly know where she is right now. After taking such a massive head kick.
Man, she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
If you want to keep it up.
3 minutes to go in round 3. Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks...
Marcos is looking to lock up an armbar here.
An attacking armbar.
Oh, nice job by him. Nicely done. Seconds and counting to go in the fight. Lands with the ground and pound. Pretty impressive ground and pound display here, champ.
She's doing a great job of...
Marcos is looking for an armbar here.
Attacking armbar. There it is. It's in there deep. There you go.
Wow. All right, full guard now, DC. She's on the bottom. What is she trying to do?
Well, she's got to throw up submissions to try to put her opponent on awareness. And these submissions will be used to reverse the position. Even if it gets defended, it will create space for her to try to get back to her feet, or maybe to steal a sweep and trick her opponent.
All right, so there's the horn. We're going to look back at some of the highlights here. Chief among them, the submission attempt that ends up a near miss.
There is no holding with this young lady. She doesn't take you down to hold and stall. The moment you hit the ground, she's chasing submissions. She's trying to end the fight, and she almost got it done in that exchange.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 29-27, 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Randa Quiet Storm Marco.
All right, so pretty clean effort out of her, really, from the opening horn tonight. She is your winner by unanimous decision.
And as a fan, you understand how important this is in the evolution of someone's career. She did a great job of staying focused, staying the course, and getting a unanimous decision.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes, now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep, or a headlock, or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. All right, should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. This is a high-level wrestler of the highest order. No questioning the cardio. He's got a big fight in front of him here tonight.
Every time he steps foot into the octagon, he does one thing, and that's embrace the grind. He gets right in your face, pushes forward, he gets to the clinch, loves the single leg takedown. If he can grab your leg, it's like getting caught in a vice grip, getting grabbed by a crocodile. He is going to finish it. He starts to run his feet immediately. When he can get you moving, he is always looking to advance from position 1 to position 2 to eventually finishing that great single leg that he possesses.
And when he closes the distance, best of luck trying to buck this guy off of you. He does pummel drills in his sleep. Big fight for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 11 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Edmund, the Golden Boy, Shabazian. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Greco-Roman wrestler, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Chris Jotko! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata, your referee.
Ready.
All right, so here we go, round 1. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. 2 of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told everyone here during Fight Week within earshot that he was going to try to wrestle, try to get this fight to the ground, and had no problem doing so just there.
During their fight camp, they made a checklist, and they checked off the most important part of the fight, getting an
Now the
early
guy's got
takedown.
armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's going to attack armbar here.
Bottom fighter trying to control, and he's out. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Shot goes right back to the full mount. The ground and pound has been there all night. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
He's attacking armbar now.
He might get a finish here. And he's out. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Close guard. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. That's a way to leave an impression on the judges, and big picture, I think, could set him up for future success in the next one. All right, so the crowd voicing its appreciation after that crazy sequence in the previous round. Nearly submitted him there, DC.
This is usually what we get with striking. But tonight you have a very educated crowd. They appreciate high-level grappling, and they are getting that tonight in this fight. That submission was indeed, but wow, what a great job of escaping and living to fight another day.
Okay, ready? Round two. You ready?
All right, here we go with round two.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Nice 1-2 there.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Body kick now by Gaethje. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. So a combination of knees here. You don't... Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Close guard. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Got to be careful, armbar. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Cormier here.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Gaethje. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
Yeah, he's in half guard here.
Shot goes back in full mount. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. And attacking armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
Oh, that was a following tap there, so he submits him with the arm bar.
I mean, just steps ahead of the competition. Where you're playing checkers, he's playing chess in the ground fighting, and it showed tonight in this big submission victory.
Chris Jotko! Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submission.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 36 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Chris Gaethje!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
It is a women's 115-pound matchup between Felice Herrig and Alexa Grasso. Well, she's one of the more well-rounded fighters, DC, that we have in this division. A true mixed martial artist. Her first martial art was MMA. That certainly helps.
Yes, she's a new breed of fighter. A fighter that, as a young girl, she was brought into a gym. And in that gym, she told the coaches, I don't want to wrestle. I don't want to do jiu-jitsu. I don't want to kickbox and box. I want to do it all.
Right.
Is there an MMA class for my daughter to take part in? She did that from day one, and you see all that development over the course of a lifetime has led her to the octagon, where she is already making her impact.
Yeah, she said, I didn't want to get to the UFC until I was 100% comfortable in every situation. So far, so good for her. She's got a big one in front of her here tonight. Well, drillers make killers, and nobody works her takedowns harder than this young woman. She has become a force in this division, and even though the opposition oftentimes knows what's coming, no one's able to stop that shot.
Nobody's able to stop that takedown attempt. No one's able to stop that single leg. She said in the fighter meetings, I have drilled that takedown 5,000 times.
Amazing.
Over and over, I hit a single leg. Every day of the week, I hit at least 30 single legs. I'm like, well, is wrestling practice every day? She goes, no. I just want to make sure that I have a skill that is so dominant that no matter how much you practice it, you are not practicing it enough to stop me from taking you down with it. It is truly crazy to watch her approach to getting that single leg off.
And her ability to get her opponents off balance in a mixed martial arts setting, as special as anybody in the sport right now. We'll see how it goes for her here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. Herrig is 9 years the elder. The rest is nearly identical. And once again, here is the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 11 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Alexa Grasso! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 8.
Ready.
All right, so here we go with round 1. Going to be very interesting to see how this plays out stylistically, because both women can truly do it all.
This is a very close fight, very competitive fight. Both of these young women are so well-rounded that you can't find an advantage for either fighter. I'm so excited I can barely stay in my seat.
Oh, her ground and pound is on point here. She's made this a focus going in to make these strikes count. Certainly doing that tonight.
She's making each and every one of them count. Doing a very, very good job of landing shots, landing them in combination, and making them all matter.
Work, come on, stand up, work.
Herrig gets up and decides to take this fight back to its feet, despite having a seemingly dominant position on the ground. Oh, eats a knee to the head. Tie clinch for her here. We'll see what she can do with it. Pushes forward with the strikes and gets the takedown. Back to the feet now. Changes her stance.
Again, back into this position.
All right, so she finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort earlier on, but cleaned up the technique a little bit, and now we'll see what she can do.
She cleaned it up. She really did take her time back. She took a step back. She evaluated what's my best course of action. Figured it out, got it done. Now, how does she handle being on top with dominant top position? Right to side control, yep.
All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success from this position because she's so knowledgeable. She keeps the right side underhook, and she just goes to work with that left arm. She's posting an elbow. She's building her posture and punching. There are just so many different, what a big-time takedown.
90 seconds and counting here in our opening round. Grasso's got the full mount. Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work at putting the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank. She did not miss there. This could be the end.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick. I don't know how she's standing.
Back to the feet. Well, we told you off the top her offensive wrestling was off the charts. She gets another takedown there. Now we'll see what she can do.
Now she looks to try and control her opponent because she's got a ton of takedowns, and it's awesome to see. But at some point, she needs to get some ground control if she truly wants to wear down her opponent.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her, and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like...
Just like that. Keep taking her down. Keep controlling her on the ground. You just keep landing elbows and punches.
All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this next round. She was able to take her down a bunch of times in that previous round, and I'm not sure she's going to be able to stop it here.
Well, no. Nothing tells you that it's going to be any different between round 1 and round 2, because it wasn't close. It's not like she was shooting, having to change the attacks, having to move on from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was first shot, go to a takedown. Second shot, get a takedown. Third shot, get a takedown. It was over and over and over, takedown after takedown, and that's why she's ahead on the scorecard.
Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's been a lifetime developing the skill with the way
she's going for the arm bar here.
Attacking armbar.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Grasso. Found the target with that left hand. Oh, keeping busy here off of her back. Nice offense from the bottom. Reversal by her there, champ.
That is a fantastic transition by this young lady. What a job.
All right, she postures up here, DC. We'll see if she can get those ground strikes.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
Wow, there is just a viciousness with which she operates here on the ground as she continues to get the ground and pound game going. She might get a finisher.
She's looking for a finish. She's so good at dictating these ground exchanges, and she's doing a fantastic job of building posture to try to land that kill shot to the top.
59 total strikes have landed now for Alexa Grasso. And pretty efficient thus far, landing 73% of attempts against Felice Herrig. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1.
Nice entry into the finish directly.
Oh, nice job by her to posture up there. Now we'll see if she can maintain that separation.
She has to recognize that her opponent will start trying to squirrel away now, but look for her big ground and pound.
Takedown attempt late, and it's good. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yes, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submissions, or they're going to lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
All right, let's get you some highlights from that previous round. A lot for the replay guys to choose from. And defensively, she didn't make any adjustments.
She didn't make any adjustments. She's standing on a straight line. She's not moving the target. So when her opponent loads up and she throws her punches, she's exactly where she wants her to be. And it's showing in the damage that was done over the course of that round. What a punch. Again, in the crease.
Put all the weight into it, and now this could be the beginning of the end for her opponent.
It seems like we are in the final act of a four-part play because this fight is about done.
Eric's got the head. Let's see if she can finish off this guillotine attempt. Oh, nice job, nicely done. So going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Lands with the ground and pound here. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Oh, that's a beautiful escape and reversal by her there.
Unbelievable sweep. She did a fantastic job of manipulating the weight to change the position.
How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning so beautiful.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
Well, she lands the strike there, but it is one and done. Dude, she is absolutely cooked. Now trying to trap an arm.
Gotta be careful, armbar.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, she connected with that right hand, DC. And this might just be a matter of time. And that will do it. Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunity. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away. Because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fights.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 264 pounds. Walt, the Big Chicken Harris. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 31 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia, Alexander Drago-Volkov. And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
We are back in the tri-state area tonight. Dateline, Newark, New Jersey, inside the Prudential Center. The Devils are not here. The UFC athletes are here and hoping for some more UFC history inside these walls tonight, John.
From the 76ers to the Devils, you understand the fans in this area know sport. So you better be ready to give them the show tonight or they're going to boot you out of the building.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? So there's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get this fight to the ground, and he was certainly able to do so there.
He felt like he had a massive advantage in the wrestling. And if he attempted takedowns, now he's going to attack a triangle choke here.
Then he's out. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Back mount now. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
He's going to attack armbar here.
And he's out. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Let's go. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Volkov's right back to the full mount here. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. 10 seconds to go in round one. Round 2 straight ahead.
Everything is going perfect. You're striking, looking beautiful. You're hurting this kid. You're hurting him. Just keep going.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound suit.
Oh, strong punch there by Volkov. Big power shot there.
Over and over, he is landing punches to the head.
Ooh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Volkov. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, he lands another strike, hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
He's attacking guillotine. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Volkov. Reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the positions. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Cormier here.
Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
30 seconds to go in round 2. Seconds to go, round 2.
Trying to recover full guard there.
And that's the end of round number 2. All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display of offensive wrestling.
I mean, this is a joy for me to watch. I enjoy watching a guy maintain this level of wrestling for as long as he has done it. He is constantly in his opponent's face. He's constantly taking him down. Getting taken down and getting up is exhausting. Let's see how tired his opponent is at the start of the next round.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Great diversity in his attack. Nice elbow from the punch. Caught that kick there.
Oh, there it is. Dump City catches the kick and promptly counters with that take.
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
up. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. I mean, how many can he take? Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Continuing to work out of the half guard. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He's putting him in exactly the position he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. He's a tech armbar now.
And he's out. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Fighters back to their feet here. Oh, single collar tie here. They continue to exchange. Oh, how about the transition to the ankle pick? Now we will see where he goes from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position. Beautiful punch.
All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, but it went a whole lot better for one of them than the other. Talk us through the replays, champ.
Some decisions are different than others, and his striking really did separate him from the competition. He fought so well in the stand-up game that he should get a very easy decision.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges scored this contest 29-27, 30-26, and 29-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Alexander
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we sat down with him at our fighter meeting, but a win is a win. He gets it done by unanimous decision.
And he said he wanted to finish, but sometimes your opponent's not willing to play the game. In those instances, all you can do is control what you can control, and that's fight to the best of your ability. He did exactly that tonight.
All right, coming up next, it's a bantamweight matchup between Sugar Sean O'Malley and John Dodson. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next when the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Here he is for my money, Mike, the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Everyone talked about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. All right, now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight scrap. Dodson is 10 years his senior. The rest is nearly identical. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 11 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA, John the Magician Dodson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 12 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Sugar Sean O'Malley. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down the fight.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans. Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
All right, single collar tie now.
Massive knee lands from the tie punch.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Oh, nice knee to the body. Very nice. All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Cormier here.
And he's out. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Dodson. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC. And defensively, you better be careful. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Dodson. Just over 2 minutes to go in round 1. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. O'Malley's back to the side control now.
Got an angle here to try to change the position.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
Nowadays, you see guys just throwing little shots that don't really matter. Very few guys now are committed to ground and pound as they were in the past.
Final seconds. Second round, straight ahead.
Hey, stop!
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Here we are, early round 2.
Nice looping punch.
Land right there, his opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurting bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that.
So fighter a little bit stunned, holding on to him now, not doing a ton, just looking to recover. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No. All right, so a near perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and Dodson's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now. Nicely done. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by John Dodson.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Oh, man, that was slick.
Oh, O'Malley ground and pound from half guard now. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Dodson. All right, got to be careful playing around inside his guard.
Absolutely, John. That's why you don't sit in a full guard. When you sit in a full guard, it gives these guys too many opportunities to chase submissions, and now he's jumping on a triangle.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Sean O'Malley.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. An attacking armbar.
Then he's out. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke.
All right, round 3 coming up next. Out. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Relax for a minute, would you? That was a great round, and you won the round. Okay? Get your air back in the box. Okay? Now listen to me.
Third round underway. Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. Damage done. Big left hand there. nice job to get the guard up there as the strike is blocked by Sean O'Malley. Single collar tie now.
Wow, he actually got the takedown.
All right, close guard now. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation,
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Now he's okay. Now he can escape. Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
nicely done. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Close guard.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Dodson's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Dodson's back in half guard.
Nice stick with the right hand.
.90 seconds to go in the fight. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
I mean, how many can he take? All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now.
Good stick.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
He's grabbing the back of the head, pulling forward on the head, and then landing those beautiful punches. Really's got his opponent on notice here.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. They go the distance tonight, but you got to think he won over the judges with his striking acumen tonight.
Yeah, you got to watch one of the best strikers in the entire UFC. He did everything so well, and in my opinion, he should cruise to a very easy decision.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 9-28, 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
All right, nice job by him there as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And
Write checks, rewrite some life if the price set. Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's the Denzel coming out of the zoo. Carol City, what I breathe. Dissect the flow so you can see what I bleed. Put it on.
coming up next, it is a middleweight clash between Robert Whittaker and Jared Cannonier. All right, straight ahead, we get to a middleweight matchup between Robert Whittaker and Jared Cannonier. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, the road to middleweight golden glory still goes through Sydney, Australia. Robert Whittaker is the man, and just don't call him Bobby Knuckles, you'll be okay.
I just don't understand how he does not embrace this nickname. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect for Robert Whittaker. But he's one of those guys that doesn't jump off the page. He's one of those guys that you don't look at and go, oh my goodness, this is one of the most dangerous men in the world. But he is. He has unbelievable skill. He has a wrestling background, was able to stay up right against Yoel Romero, who's the world and Olympic silver medalist, was able to knock out Jacare Souza. Just a truly tremendous mixed martial artist. Since going up to 185, has truly found his groove.
And the Reaper, as they call him, always says the best place to break your hand is inside the octagon. He's done it before. He's not afraid to do it again. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Whittaker is 29. Cannonier is 36. The rest is roughly identical. We send it inside the octagon. We find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting from Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, Robert Whittaker! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go.
All right, so here we are, Newark, New Jersey, the Prudential Center. You know, some people call this the armpit of America. I'm having a good time. I don't know.
It's a beautiful place and a beautiful arena. And the fans here are ready to explode the moment something exciting happens.
So both guys landing at will here. Good action early. Slips the punch nicely there. All right, so there's the early takedown. He told us on Thursday he didn't necessarily see a path to victory if he couldn't get takedowns. That is certainly a good sign.
Right away, he got the takedown. I don't believe they could have imagined that it would work so well so early. Great job.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, and he is getting tagged repeatedly. Nice combination of strikes up top.
Oh, beautiful combination up top. I don't understand why the guy is not moving his head. Get your head moving, son.
All right, under 3 minutes now to go in round 1. And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Jared Cannonier.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Big head kick. Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round 1. Nice hook. Oh, big elbow there, lands. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Back to the feet. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
Right hand.
Blow of the fight.
And it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement. Oh, that was a really nice
Bruce's position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Beautiful strike.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Cormier here.
The horn sounds for the end of round one. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Everything's gonna be fine, okay? Everything's gonna be fine. You okay? You okay? You look okay to me.
All right, buckle up. Here we go with our second round. Robert Whitaker versus Jared Cannonier. Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches.
Got the single collar tie. All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
Oh, and he lands another takedown here, just doing a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the entry, now it's up to the opponent to keep up. But this guy's playing chess. His opponent's playing checkers. He's playing chess. He can't keep up once he gets to his legs. He's got to beat him defensively before he gets his hands locked around his legs or his body.
And he finally is softening up to that Bobby Knuckles moniker. I mean, they print the shirts.
It's a great nickname. I don't know why he fought it. It's a fantastic nickname, and it fits him to a T. Bobby Knuckles, we all love you.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Attacking armbar.
Oh, he postured up there.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Under 2 minutes now to go. Oh, useful strike on the ground that was.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Both fighters get up now. And there comes the separation now. All right, we call on the fight stats here. These numbers unofficial, but they are strong. 51 total strikes have landed for the huge shot. Finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight. He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom. Oh, he got it back!
And what a round!
And your striking is what's going to get us out of here, all right? This is the last round. You're losing this fight.
Here we go. Now 5 minutes remain in the fight.
Nice punch there.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Whitaker's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC. He's doing the guard. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on beat street. He's hurt so bad.
And just like that, the fight is over.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, no doubt an absolutely brutal elbow to stop his opponent here tonight. And this has clearly been a weapon that has been a part of his arsenal in his UFC career. But it takes a lot of repetitions in the gym and a lot of confidence to willingly throw elbows the way he did there. So a lot of force in a short distance. And when you execute it like that, it is absolutely devastating. The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 50 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight he did exactly that. Congratulations.
These people want me in the casket, still I'm rolling. I already got a place for me there, but I don't know if I'm going on. Smoking on Sequoia, running from a paranoia. Hollywood want me to come and live and die in California. I ain't going out to River Phoenix. I want to enjoy this.
All right, coming up next, it's a middleweight matchup between Yoel Romero and Uriah Hall. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. All right, so here he is, the soldier of God, Olympic silver medalist, Yoel Romero. It's amazing to think he hasn't had a UFC belt around his waist. Most people think, or I should say, some people think he did enough to beat Robert Whitaker back in the day, but this is still one of the best middleweights on planet Earth.
He's one of the most naturally talented guys that I've ever met. From the moment I met him back in the wrestling days, way back around 2001, you understood that you were looking at something special in Yoel Romero. And although he started his career very late, I knew that he would get to this point. Now that he has developed that quick knockout ability, couple that with his wrestling, and you have one of the perennial middleweight top contenders.
Hard to find a lot of glaring weaknesses when you study the film on Yoel Romero. Some might knock the cardio, but seems to get his breathers in there in a 25-minute fight. And you've heard past opponents like Luke Rockhold, Robert Whitaker talk about literally kicking a man of steel.
He's stoned.
Yoel Romero, folks, here he is. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Romero is 7 years his senior. The rest of the numbers are nearly identical. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce
Ladies
Buffer.
and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Uriah Hall. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 13 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Miragliotta.
So Dan Miragliotta shares the cage.
Ready?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on. These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flat, chest to the mat. There it is.
And this might just be a matter of time. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in the fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure.
That is it.
He's done. He's done.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win.